Welcome back to the Watchman. Today's devotional is going to be found in Psalm 51. The key verse is going to be verse 10, which reads, "Create in me a pure heart, O God, and renew a steadfast spirit within me." We're going to break this down verse by verse. I'm not going to read the whole thing. If possible, we might be able to have it scroll up here next to me, and you can follow along as I kind of go through these verses. So Psalm 51 is one of the most powerful prayers of repentance in the Bible. It's written by King David after his sin with Bathsheba. It captures the depth of human failure, the weight of guilt, and the beauty of God's mercy. So let's reflect on some major themes in this. First, in verses 1 to 2, we have a cry for mercy. David begins with an urgent plea. "Have mercy on me, O God, according to your unfailing love." He knows he cannot cleanse himself. Only God's grace can wash away his sin. When we fail, we must turn to God, not in fear of rejection, but in confidence of his love, his grace, and his mercy, his forgiveness. In verses 3 to 6, we have owning our sin. David doesn't make excuses. He admits, "Against you, you only have I sinned." True repentance requires honesty before God. When we confess, he is faithful to forgive and transform us. In verses 7 through 12, we have the cleansing and renewal. David asks God to purify him. "Wash me, and I will be whiter than snow." This section reminds us that God doesn't just forgive, he restores. No sin is too great for his cleansing power. In verses 10 to 12 specifically, we have a transformed heart. The heart of this psalm is a plea for change. "Create in me a pure heart, O God." Repentance is not just guilt, it's about transformation. God doesn't want empty apologies. He wants renewed hearts. In verses 13 to 17, we have a willing witness. Forgiveness leads to a response. David says, "Then I will teach transgressors your ways." When God restores us, we don't just keep it to ourselves. We share his grace with others. And then finally, verses 16 to 17, we have true worship. God desires a broken and contrite heart. God desires worship that comes from the heart, not just outward rituals. David reminds us that true worship is not about performance, but about a humble spirit that acknowledges its need for God. We should approach worship with sincerity, gratitude, and a heart fully surrendered to him. When we come before God, it's in honesty and humility, our worship becomes a sweet offering that pleases him. Is there anything in your life that you need to bring before God? He is ready to cleanse, restore, and renew you. Come before him with honesty, just as David did, and he will make you new. Thank you for listening. Take care. God bless, and be strong.